Hello, my name is Carl Kerrigan from the Center for the Enrichment of Teaching and Learning. I'm going to go over the control panels in Blewett 108 and Marcil 303, the active learning classrooms, so that you can operate them to help meet the learning objectives you set out for your class. When you walk into the room, you'll either see this display or the screen will be black. If it's black, just tap on the screen once and the screen will wake up and you'll see this display. If you tap here, you'll see your first selection. Instructor Mode sets up the classroom so that whatever source you're sending, whether it be the document camera, the PC, your laptop, or perhaps one of the wireless connection pods, that will go to all three screens. The Student Mode sets it up so that the wireless connection pods, one of the three, is sent to each of the displays. And the Advanced Mode is the one that gives you the greatest control and flexibility so that you can control whatever source is sent to whichever screen. It's best to sort of start off in the Instructor Mode. And once you start that, it'll fire up the projectors, turn on the LCD, and you'll start to see everything sort of wake up and come to life. And as that green bar moves across the bottom of the screen, that's letting you know that things are sort of firing up. Now, as you can see here, this is sort of one of the simplest screens. Each of the sources, whether it be the PC, the laptop, the document camera, or one of the wireless pod devices here, will be displayed on all three displays in the room. A lot of times you'll be sort of using that PC. And this volume here will then control whatever source you are sending it. So whatever source you send, the audio for that device will go to the speakers within the classroom. So whether it be your laptop or the PC, or if someone's connected their device to one of the wireless pod devices that kind of work like an Apple TV, that audio would be displayed in the classroom. If we change our room modes here to Student Mode, you can see that the controls or sets up a pod device to each to one of the displays. So, you'll have three pods in the classroom, one to each of the three displays. This is great if the students wanted to work in group work. They could individually connect to the displays, and then the groups could huddle around one of the displays in the room to sort of work on the same computer or work on the same device. The audio routing button on this display lets you choose which device in the classroom you're going to send audio to the speakers in the room. So it could be one of the pods if a student had something they wanted to share, a video or something along those lines. Or it could even be the laptop in the room or the PC. That will send just the audio signal to the speakers in the room. If I hit here, I can return back to my main screen. Now if we go back to room mode again, this Advanced Mode, this is the one that gives you the most sort of flexibility with how you can control the room. Essentially, you could send a separate source, PC, doc cam, laptop, or pod, to any one of the three displays in the room, and then also control which audio signal you'd like to send into the speakers in the room. So if you look at the green display here at the top, that is the one you'll be working with. So if I wanted to send the PC to the smart screen, I would just push that button and that would show it. If for some reason I wanted to make that screen blank, I can just hit this mute button right here and that would make the screen blank. If I wanted to unmute or show what I was working on, perhaps I wanted to make some adjustments to the computer before I displayed it, I could hit that unmute button and then that computer would display once again on the screen. If I switch here, you can see now the projector 1 is highlighted. So whatever I use here is going to be pushed onto projector 1, whether it be the document camera. And then again, I have these control buttons here. I could mute that display if I wanted to. Unmute, I push the unmute button. Or I could shut it off. If I shut that display off, perhaps I didn't need it for the classroom, I will need to allow some time once I hit the on button again for that projector to warm up. And if I shut it off, I need to give it a minute or two to cool down before it actually respond to that on signal again. And again here, I could go to my second button, my second projector, and pick the source I would like to send to that. The audio routing button here is here again. I can choose what source I would like to send to the audio in the room, and this USB source. Not a button you may use a lot, but essentially what that does is send the USB signal from the smart display to either the laptop or the in-room PC. Now 99 times out of 100 you're probably going to use it on the in-room PC because that's where the drivers are. If you had smart drivers on your laptop, you would be able to control your laptop through there. Perhaps if you're having trouble with the smartboard, make sure that this is set to PC. So if you come into the screen, just hit PC USB, and that USB signal will go back to the in-room PC. All the way to the left here is the volume. Again, whatever audio source you are sending, you can increase and decrease simply by placing those. If you wanted to mute that volume altogether, you could just hit that mute button, and then again to unmute that volume, you could do so. Now, it's a really quick walkthrough to this control. If you'd like to set up an appointment, I'd be happy to meet with you, go over this room, go over all the functions of the room, and see how it'll best meet the learning objectives in your classroom. And when you're complete with your class, please hit the power down button here and select power down. What that'll do is shut down all the projectors, shut down the LCD screen so that the system is reset for the next class that's going to use this particular active learning classroom. Thank you so much. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to us at CETL@une.edu. Be well and have a good day.